Good morning, good morning. There is the bell. The market is now open. Get my desk adjusted. There we go. Good to go. Let me get this music muted for you. There you go. All right, that's a little better. Cool. What's up? Morning. How's it going? Market is open. Bright green candle to start the day off. Right off of the bat. Looking at August 13th, 2021 candles or contracts. Sorry, I'm just reading everything here while I'm talking. All right, I'm doing 444s, $1.31. How's everybody doing? All right, the biggest news point out there today is the infrastructure bill. Infrastructure bill appears it's going to be passed, which is $1 trillion right now. So yeah, big old green candle right out the gate, 442.68. FAANG is all green, not much though. It's all pretty much flat green. Tesla is up 1.7. That's the only exception there. VIX is up 5.5% to 1705. Qs are up. Nice big healthy green candle there. SPY, nice big healthy green candle there. I need to switch to the 3-minute chart so we can see the candles there. Let me extrapolate this just a touch. There you go. Popping right through the POC. We already spiked to 443 right out the gate. So yeah. Interesting stuff. Little candle getting wicked out here. VIX is down, but jumping green. Qs are up, and things are rolling. Let's get the day started. Bullish day or bearish day? What's going to happen? Let's take a look at the bonds. Bonds are way up. Big spike, and XLV is way up. All the sectors are, XLV was big green. Energy sector is getting smoked right there. XLB, way big red candle. Holy crap. Red candle on XLF. XLK, oh, this thing's going to sell off. QQQ is way up. VIX is popping green just a touch. Oh, look at that. That thing just completely got smoked to the red. Interesting movement so far. What's going on? How are you doing, everyone in the YouTube live chat? How's it going? 210 people watching so far. Yeah, look at that bonds, man. Bonds spiked hard, and we saw that sell-off on SPY. That green candle went up to 442.80 and just got smoked out. They're like, nope. Shaking and baking, baby. Shaking and baking. The whole market makers were like, hey, if you smell that fresh, crispy aroma, you know it's the shake and bake. Good movie. All right, green candle forming right there. TLT is still way up. Yeah, buddy. SPY's got this little green. VIX is big green candle spike and jumping off 1691 to 1705. Right now, if it were to fall, we got all the way down to 1614 in the event that we fall with the VIX. QQQ topping out, but then red. XLK is there. XLF. Red then green. Everything else has got a touch green. Oh, now XLE is still way down. XLV is still spiking healthcare, going cray-cray. Bonds are still spiking. Yeah, buddy. Double green or double red here on SPY. Big green right out the gate, and that was a nice little bull trap. A lot of people probably bought calls there thinking it was going to rocket and just got smoked. So yeah. Just be careful. Whoa, look at that. Double red candles here on SPY. Man. Oof. Man, look at that. Getting smoked. Woohoo. Hey. Oh. All right. Look at that. Bonds. I mean, we could probably saw this coming. Bonds are spiking hard, but man, SPY just got roasted. Popped pre-market lows about to? Not yet. 441.60. We're about to pop pre-market lows. Q is still selling off. XLK, XLF. Sold off hard, but a little green doji forming right there. And boom, there you go. No, it didn't do it yet. No, almost did it. 1 cent off. 1 cent off pre-market lows there. Massive, massive red candles here on SPY as it's getting smoked like a Memphis smoker. All right, VIX is popping. That was stupid. I'm sorry. Apologize. VIX is double green here, 1727, and SPY is still selling off red. Let's see if we get a little buy up as TLT continues to spike. XLV. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to time that, John. It's hard to time that. That was a big move there. XLF, everything else has got a touch green there. XLK is getting sold off. QQQ. Why my chart not loading there? All right, Qs are double red there. VIX is 1727. We're kind of hovering out now in the pre-market range there. SPY is green. Nice, Alex. 17% on puts. Well done. VIX, green. Still red on the Q, still falling. 367.73. Just looking around here. Man, look at those candles on SPY. Holy smokes. Getting destroyed. Let's see if we got a buying opportunity, though. Buy the dip. We're going to wait for this thing to tank still. But 3 big red candles out of the gate. We already broke pre-market lows. TLT is starting to haul off here, but a little bit of red there. Where do I find that chart? CNN. Those are the CNN pre-market futures. Grizz. Uh, 441.61. VIX is a touch red there. Qs are still down as SPY is there. TLT is flattening out right there. So very curious action here. All right, where did we bounce? 441.30. That is 30 cents off of my predicted bottom range. Let's see if we fall below that or stay above. All right, good call. I am looking at the SPY. Now that we've dropped this far, I'll adjust a touch. But SPY August 11th, I'm sorry. August 13th. Sorry again. August 13th. I'm looking at, let me look at the deltas. 38s, 443. I'll do the 443s and I will do the 440s. 443, 440s. So August 13th. That puts me right in the deltas that I want right there. Yeah, I'll do the SPX as well. But right now I'm just going to look at the SPY. I don't want to focus too much right there on the opposite chain with I think there's going to be an impending bounce. Red's there on there. Q's got some green. XLK is still smoked. XLF is starting to turn green. Everything else has got a green right there. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Red candle there on SPY. VIX still up there. QQQ, big red candle. Well done, Dirty Dusty. That's good to get it out of the way early. TLT's red. Let's see if we can get a reversal and drop. Another green candle there on SPY. So FAANG is we got Tesla, who's big green 2%. Everything else is red, about half a quarter percent. VIX is up here at 1730. Let's see if we can get a roll there. Q's getting bought up. XLK is getting bought up. XLF is bought up. We may see a reversal red and bonds, and then green here candle here on the on SPY. So. All right, 441.58 on SPY. Bonds are red there. Everything else looks good, bouncing back up. Oh, a little bit of red there on XLB. XLF is green. XLK want to turn green. QQQ want to turn green. There's VIX wanting to fall off. VIX is green there. Probably going to wait for this little volatility to shake out here because we don't know, is this going to bounce or are we going to continue to dump today? So, yeah. All right, here we go. What's going to happen? Green candle got a little red right there. VIX is still red. QQQ wants to bounce. We have this little green candle right there. All right, we got a little bounce and a little bit of tech here. Let's see how that's going to recover. Usually, when we have this kind of downside, we have a pretty significant buy up pretty quick. This little trickle is not going to do too much if it doesn't move. It's got to move. It's got to move. TLT still hovering out there after that spike. Let's take a look. SPY fell down 30 cents above my range. I thought 441 was probably going to be the low for the day potentially. We're right now at 441.55 and climbing. So let's see how this thing does. Not too much movement right now. VIX doesn't really want to fall. Bonds are starting to fall off here, so that's potentially good news. And we'll be on the lookout for a dip buy here. I got $1.31 on these calls. August 13th, 443 calls are currently trading for $1.31 each. All right, XLF is growing, but tech sector is about to drop off again. It doesn't look like it wants to come down. TLT, ooh, big dip on bonds. I think we might have a buy up here. Let's see what happens. SPY might actually start to climb. Qs need to bounce here, though, to continue on because financial sector looks fantastic right now. Bonds are falling off. SPY wants to climb, but it's got to go. It's got to go. VIX has got double reds here. Qs maybe get a little wicked out. Nice healthy red candle on the bonds. Let that baby come down and let's bring SPY up. Look at that nice big green candle on XLF. Beautiful. But tech sector is killing all the fun. That's the only thing holding it down now. We got to get that thing to go. We got to get it to go. Tech sector spoiling the fun right now, although it's wicking out. Bonds are getting sold off hard. Let's see if we can get this thing to run, baby. SPY is climbing. VIX is falling. And it's got to go. It's got to go. Red candle. Getting bought up, though. There's some red on Qs. There's red still on VIX. Bonds, we've got a touch little green there as SPY continues on up. Oh, look at that big old green. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, 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 nice. Low volume though, low volume, so I'm not going to touch this until we get a little in. This is pretty crazy volatility. Pretty crazy volatility. Link to my Discord. All right, here we go. There you go. There's a link. There's a link. Well, yes and no, Peter, because you want to look for the egregious moves. The egregious moves. When you see this big sell-off aggressively like that, you can expect the inverse in SPY. If it's something like gradual, you want to give it a little less emphasis. But this kind of moves, virtually, yeah, you're gonna inverse them. All right, so right now the ranges, I've got them highlighted right there. 442.79 to 441.31, which is about a $1.40 range. A nice little range. I like the $1.40 ranges. TLT's falling off, but you got this green candle right there. VIX is double red falling. Qs are starting to rebound, playing ball. That's good. XLF has got some red though, so let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. $1.53 on these calls. That'd have been a nice little 20-cent gain on these things. Yeah, $1.40 spread. It's fantastic. Yeah, SPX. Let's take a look at SPX. Let's take a look at the volume here. All right, there's enough volume there. Let's see, August 11th, August 13th. The volume's getting tight on the 13th. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, we'll stick with that. I'm going to go with the 4450s on the calls and 4425s. 4420s. So 4450, 4420s. Let me post them. SPX, August 13th, 4450 calls, and then 4420 puts. And that's a decent enough volume where I can enjoy trading those without having to worry about getting in and out. The 4450s, 4450s, 4420s. Those are the ones I'm with. All right, red candle there. VIX is kind of falling off there. QQQ is green, just beasting up nice and strong. XLK is there. XLF 40 is 3780 coming down red. And it looks like we're just shaking out the ranges. XLB is green. XLE is selling off. XLV is up. So a lot of the sectors are kind of inversing each other. TLT still coming down, dropping below the morning open session there, coming down to the POC. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ selling off. Interesting. Futures and NASDAQ are both selling off. Of course, these are delayed. I got to get update the live data. Yeah, ETF. Let me take a look. All right, SPY is coming up. Let's see how it interacts after this little sell-off right in smack dab in the middle of the range right here. So yeah, we bounced almost down. We 30 cents off where I thought the low would be on the day. I'm curious how that will shake out the rest of the day. Currently at 442.07 after that big old red candles there. So it's funny, I got to thinking because my normal pre-market research, I search everything. I search the news. Of course, I finished up and trimmed up the YouTube video this morning, and then I'm watching through YouTube or I'm sorry, Twitter, and as I click through Twitter, I look at the people that I follow that are reputable. I look at news sources, and then I click on the SPY ticker, and I'm searching the SPY ticker on Twitter, and it's exactly why technical analysis. And you have to be very careful who you choose to follow, because I'm clicking through the SPY tickers, and I'm looking through all these posts, and half the people are, oh, my technical thesis, my 20 years of research, blah, 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 tells me we're extremely bearish. We're going down to 435 by Tuesday. And then the next post down, another guy, yeah, my 30 years experience, I'm doing all this analysis, and all my data points that we're going to 450 by Wednesday. And it's just bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. Just half the people say bearish, half the people say bullish. They both have strong conviction. They both have their quote unquote pattern and technical analysis and triangles that tell them what to do. And it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. So you have to be very careful who you follow and who you put your faith behind, because where are they putting their faith in? Where are they putting their faith in? So if you choose to follow somebody, just be very careful. If they're beating their chest and claiming they know what's going to happen, and guess what? They're full of crap. They're full of crap. What you want is someone who says, I don't know what it's going to happen, but I'm going to make the sound decision based on what the charts and pattern and volume is telling me. So I claim nothing. Like I have no idea. Are we going to 450 or are we going to 430 this week? I just look at the charts. I look at the highest probability trade, and I don't hold anything overnight, and I play what comes to me. So that was a little soapbox that I remember this morning. I'm reading through this. I'm like, these guys are full of crap. And there's some of these dudes with like 50,000 followers, and they're claiming all this crap. So it's like, just be careful who you put your faith in. 441.87. We came up here. Let's zoom out just a touch. Nice, healthy red candle there, bouncing right there, which is the a little bit of more of a sticking point to where we had this past week. So we're back inside the range. 3-minute chart here, candles there. It is, because no one knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Even Veteran, who is in my opinion, the most trusted person in this whole Discord, who's been doing this way longer than I have, even he sets probable ranges. He doesn't put a stake in the ground and say this is exactly what's going to happen. He forms ranges about what probably is going to happen, and he plays accordingly. So that is what it is. All right, 44175 coming back down to peers. TLT is coming down and up again, kind of flipping back and forth. V energy's down. XLB materials sector is red. XLF, oof. That's what y'all say. Y'all got me saying oof now. Big old red candles coming back down on XLF. XLK is still green. Doesn't look like it wants to go up though. It could potentially come on down. Q's red. VIX green, rebounding. SPY is coming on back down. Turn into calls for 4%. Nice job, Vinny. Well done. If you are new to the channel, the YouTube channel, just finding us, give that channel a like, subscribe to the channel. You get notifications for all my live streams, as well as the educational YouTube content, educational content. Posted one this morning about trend analysis, how important it is even if you are a day trader. A lot of people think just because they're day traders that they can hang out just on the daily chart and forget about everything else. Why do I need to know about trends? Why do I need to use the 1 year chart? I'm a day trader. I rarely hold a trade more than 20 minutes. Well, because if you can find the trend of the day, trend's on your side. So even if you buy a call and you're wrong on the entry point, maybe you'll still be right eventually because you have the trend on your side. You take some risk off the table, knowing what the trend of the day is. A couple of red candles here. Got a dragonfly doji. Well, it was a dragonfly. Now it's kind of popping out a little bit. Getting right here on this red below the VWAP on the 3-minute chart. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Squeeze momentum indicator is still firing to the upside on dark green candles, but it's diminishing. We'll see how that goes. Volume is dying off pretty hard. There's my YouTube live notification. VIX is still red, trading flat. QQQ is up, but diminishing price action and volume. It looks like we're about to turn to the south on the Qs. 5-minute chart, going back to the 3. There's a dragonfly. It's getting bought up, though. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. Super vol today so far. My teenage daughter loves saying oof. Yeah. Yeah, I mean he's good. I'm not saying veterans ranges are off. He's dang good, and it's as good as you can get. But even him, he does not claim to know exactly what's happened. He formed based on experience and his data and his system formed a probable range on which to trade. Oh, big dip on SPY, and a double oof. Why don't I use RSI? I still use RSI for my long-term stuff. It's just from a short term, it was giving me a lot of false entries. I was like, my eye was saying, hey, it's oversold, but it's not oversold. So, it's sometimes like it was like 50% of the time it was actually giving me good entries, and for the other 50% of the time it was complete nonsense. So I took it off my day trading. It was taking away too much attention, taking away too many brain bites, and I just want to focus on the meat and potatoes, which is volume. So I elected to remove it from my day trading system. All right, red candles bouncing off the 21. This is not looking good for a bullish chart. VIX is coming back up. We'll see how that reacts. XLK is rounding over XLF. XLB, TLT is green at the bottom. NASDAQ is getting a bounce here. I need to get some live data. Range day, please. Yeah, let's do it. Do you also have educational content for longer time periods? I don't yet. The only long-term trading I do is my long-term investing, which would be more not necessarily a charting video, but basically what stocks I prefer to add to my long-term trading account. How do I learn options from zero options knowledge? There are some awesome YouTube channels out there that teach it. I haven't got around to doing a generic like options 101 course, but I want to, just to kind of put it in my terms, because I think a lot of people use a bunch of jargon and over nonsense that you don't necessarily need to know right off the bat. So a lot of people want to know the meat and potatoes option trading. How do you do it? Why does it mean? What does it mean? And I want to make a video on that, just not yet. So I'm trying to make it engaging. Like, how do I make it engaging without just looking at my chart for 20 minutes and just me talking? I might as well just make a podcast. So I'm trying to make it engaging and learn learn the technical side of things. So it'll be coming soon. 44178, couple of red candles here on SPY. VIX is red there. Q's not moving. SPY is not hanging out too much. It's jumping off the 21 to the downside. It does feel dumpy. For sure it does. Look at that downside. Yeah. All right, so what my game plan is now is I'm going to have these calls dialed up, ready to go. In the event that it starts looking bearish, I'll flip the puts. But right now, my thesis is still looking preparing for a bounce. But we'll see. That's my thesis right now. And obviously, the great thing about E-Trade is I can flip from calls to puts in seconds, so not that big a deal. Qs are red at the moment. XLK is red. XLF still getting bought up here. TLT is still red. Not really much going on there, so we could be consolidating for a higher move back up. We will see. We've already filled the gap, the pre-market gap, so that's out of the way. We got that out of the way quick. Yeah, LF, that's my point. Is I kind of want to do a day trading, options trading thing based around like my system and what I do, because there's different strokes for different folks. You could do option trading for long-term trading, but I want to focus on like what I'm doing here, because a lot of dudes they get into the weeds. They get into all the different Greeks, which you definitely want to get into, but it's way over the head stuff for beginner 101. And that's why I want you to buy my course for $9.99 a month. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Y'all know I hate courses. So yeah, what I want to do is do educational series where it kind of breaks down the options 101 stuff, where you get into just the very, very basics. What is delta? What is theta? How do you read the options chain? How do you read the options contracts and figure out which one to choose, how it affects, and what you can really expect? Because there's more to the options trading than just buying the options. You have to figure out what happens when SPY moves. Like, how do I make money? Or, hey, I bought this call, SPY dumped a little bit, now it's back up, and now I'm still in the red, even though like we're broken even on the underlying. Well, that's the stuff you need to know. So the very basic options video. Yeah, I'm in Discord. Are you talking to me, Robert? Yeah, I'm in there. I posted my Discord link up the thread, and it's also in the description of the video. Why E-Trade over something like Webull? Because Webull, you get terrible fills. It's awful. Not to mention it's very clunky in the manipulation of the actual interface. E-Trade's reliable. I've been using it for almost a decade now. I've never had a problem with it. It's fantastic. It's quick. It's streamlined. It's pretty. All that stuff. So highly recommend E-Trade. Yeah, but so did everybody else too. Like all the other like, well, not I say all of them, but a lot of the other ones did too. Yeah, I mean that's in the 10 years I've been using them. I've never really had too many problems with them. And then Webull, I tried Webull and I just hated it. It was a dumpster fire. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. All right, green candles forming here right under the 8 EMA 3-minute chart. VIX kind of trading there. It's back and forth in this little oscillation, which is hovering out right where it was earlier. So that's pretty neat. SPY, I guess you could say this is a big old pattern flag forming, but Qs, big red selling off here. XLK is red, XLF is green. All right, bonds are forming new lows here, new lows. Interesting. I do my charting on the T1000. Are you the Terminator? All right, we got some red here. We got some red. Fire to the downside, squeeze momentum, diminishing selling volume. No, there's nothing that's too supportive here. So VIX is coming up. Qs are got this nice little downside here. XLK, nice red candle, but no volume. XLF, still climbing. Not doing nothing too crazy though. So I got these calls ready to go. $1.31, August 13th, 443 calls. In the event that we get a bounce, I'll be watching the bonds here. See if they can get a dip. VIX is spiking for 1723. High is 1739 down to 1691. The low 16s is where we would go in the event that we fall. Probably sticking around the mid 16s if we were to head that direction. Have I tried TD Ameritrade? I tried. I tried putting $1,000 in an account to do this $1,000 challenge, but they botched the dang deposit. So I was like, screw that. You can't handle the deposit. Then I'm not doing business with you. Well, we've already popped through that 441, so 480 support. We blew through that. 441.30 is where we bounced there. I would say 441 is going to be the low of the day. Most predicted, it's be the high probability low of the day. Man, my arms are smoked. I did a awesome killer arm workout yesterday. My arms are smoked. For those fitness personnel. All right, nice little green candle here on SPY. Yeah, Crabs, because it's hard to see. I tried doing that because when I'm trading by myself, I do that because I've got I've got this massive screen. But last time I tried doing that, people on the YouTube live were complaining they couldn't see the screen because it was too scrunched. So I elected just flip through them instead of not use multiple windows. All right, Gravestone Doji, 441.70, and now it's popping down below and still falling. I haven't focused on that. Tofu not. What is the VIX and other XLF, F, B, E, and V? The other X is the sectors. Those are the sectors that make up the market. XLK, you've got the XLK, which is technology. You've got XLF is financial. B is the materials sector. E is energy. V is the healthcare. So VIX is the volatility index. How do you decide to buy SPY versus an SPX option? It comes down, and I've got a great YouTube video on that. I highly recommend. SPX and SPY, it all depends on the spread, and it also depends on the volume. Those are the two things I look at. Sometimes I just trade SPY because I feel more comfortable trading SPY that day because the spreads are a lot tighter. If I see the spreads are kind of acting wonky or there's a lot of fluctuations in the spreads, I won't go with SPX. Or if there's not enough volume, if I think if I'm going to get locked in a position, I won't be able to have a good liquidity, I won't go with SPX. So, yes, I know I'm well aware of all the benefits, and I try to SPX when it's optimal, but sometimes I just like to trade SPY because of the spreads. Let's see, I've got the August 13th 443 calls right now. Currently trading at $1.28 each, still falling. VIX is green. QQQ has got a little touch green there. XLF is fluctuating back and forth. Bonds are green at the bottom of their range. SPY is hovering out down here at 441.60. Casual zombie. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm not good at pronouncing all those names. I hate the spread on SPX. The greed on fills gets me hard. Yeah, I'm the same way. If I'm trying to scrap for a fill that's or a spread that's like 30 cents, 40 cents, maybe even more higher than that, I'll just go with SPY. Like it's it's just easier to trade. SPY is easier to trade to me, but it's partly because I'm doing SPY for so long. But yeah, I always try to go with SPX when I can. How do you handle your wash sales at the end of the year? Do you sit out 30 days and allow them to be realized? Negative. This is a subject that I like to avoid. I don't want to talk about taxes because taxes you can I don't want someone to go by something what I said and they get in a tax situation. IRS comes after them. You're like, no, Options Millionaire told me to do this, and then here I got the freaking IRS pulling me out of my house. Like I don't want that. However, I will tell you, in my personal experience, never once, not once in 10 years have I ever been affected by the wash sale rules and options. Never, not once. So I've asked this question to a dozen reputable CPAs, and I will. And the biggest gray area is, are options with different strikes, same underlying but different strikes, different expirations, considered inherently the same? Because that's the big gray area. There's arguments for or against. There's verbiage that's kind of ambiguous. I've never had a CPA give me a straight answer. I will tell you that it's never affected me. Yeah, Lee right, for sure. All right, here we go. 441.65. We have these wicks that's coming out here. There's no real dumps. Q's, nice big healthy green candle with a little candle up there. XLK is green. XLF is big old sell off. Still holding these barcodes right in the middle. Bonds peaking. SPY right here. The selling volume is dying off here with a little green coming in. How come you're trading a few days out if you don't hold overnight? Because I like to reduce my risk. The tighter your expirations are, the more your premiums are going to fluctuate as SPY fluctuates. So, my mother used to be an accountant for her firm, never could get a straight answer from the IRS. There you go. I guess if they were that worried about it, they would put out some clear guidance on it. It is what it is. I've asked that question until I was blue in the face. So I just hand my big old stack of papers over to my accountant and I say, do your magic. Give me the bill so I can go buy depreciable assets and avoid paying these taxes. What situation would cause a margin call? Buying margin and you being wrong. Is the audio cutting out for anybody else? Let me know if it's cutting out. I'll see if I can fix it. Big red candle on SPY. 441.51 and dropping. 5x5. Hey, someone was in the military. All right, VIX is green and coming up. QQQ is red. Top of the green candle there. XLF is green there. XLK is coming up. Q's. Little red candle at the top there. Bonds are selling off. SPY is there. Might be a good time for a potential dip buy. We'll see what happens. Currently at 441.57, it looks like we are coming back down to the range. Audio strong. Sweet. IRS does not have the time or money to go through all your options trade. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do taxes, but don't go too long up with the details. Let your accountant deal with everything. Yes. Find a reputable accountant CPA that knows what he's doing in terms of investments. Find one. If you don't have one, get one. Name of the movie. I bet that's a hard one. I was going to get that movie. 441.47, a couple of red candles coming back down. We've got 441.31 right here at the bottom. $10 to whoever gets that movie. 441.47. Q's. Ooh, nice little gap down on the Q's. VIX spiking up, XLK and XLF. I want a good high quality setup. Toy Story. Somebody got it. Good job. There you go. There's those early 90s babies. I love it. I love it. Just join the channel, the Discord server. Wow, what an amazing community. Thanks for being here, Chris. Join. Welcome, welcome. Join the Discord. Get in there. Get your elbows, get your hands dirty. Start learning. Ask questions. That's the name of the game. Ask questions. Oof. Red candles. Another 11% on puts. Nice, Alex. All right, here we got $1.25 on these calls. VIX spiking up. QQQ. You're talking about a limit sell. Yeah, you're talking about have a stop gain. What I usually do, one of the things that I do when I walk away is called an OCO, which means one cancels the other. You put an OCO, which has a limit sell, and then a stop loss. So you set one whatever above. If you want a 10% gain, 15% loss, you set one 10% above, 15% below, and it's one order. So the second it hits either one of those prices, it executes the order. So what I'm looking for is a reversal here. Bonds are starting to fall off. VIX is red. Qs are still red. Bounce an XLF because I want to do a dip buy here. Bring this thing back up. I got $1.27, $1.28. And I've got my finger on the buy button in the event that this bounces. Because if this bounces again, I'll take a call and ride this up. So I'm very ready. $1.26, $1.28. Brownie's got it. Well done. Yeah, you got the Toy Story link in the Patreon room. That's hilarious. Surprised y'all got that. That was a tough one. No context. No other identifying information. Well done. All right, SPY looks like it wants to bounce. TLT, big fall off here. XLK, XLF. Qs there. I got $1.26. The bonds are falling off hard here, but they got the little wick. I'd love to take some calls, and I'm ready to. $1.27, $1.26. VIX is red. Qs there. XLK, XLF, gapping up. I got $1.27, $1.28. XLB is falling off, though. Ooh, look at energy getting roasted. Just waiting on you, Tech, for sure. Another red candle on the Qs. $1.28, $1.27 on the bid ask. Not yet. Not yet. I haven't entered position yet. I'm looking, though. Q's big red candle. XLK is flipping green. XLF is there. Bonds selling off hard. VIX is starting to roll. Boom. There's $1.30, $1.31. Looks like we may get that bounce. We'll see here, though. XLK, XLF. There's $1.29, $1.28 again, coming back down. XLF is green. XLB. That candle got wicked out. That's a good little, that's one you want to be careful on there. VIX is rolling over. Bonds are selling off. New lows of the day. QQQ is there. I think we're going to have a little bit of a bounce here. It appears so, at least. QQQ, XLK. Qs keep flipping red. That's what's holding me back here. Otherwise, I'd take a call and see if we get a bounce. But the tech is not playing ball here. $1.28, $1.29. Okay, can I get $1.29 here? I kind of want to take call. Oh, all right, bonds are selling off. I'm going to call right now. Okay, there we go. $1.29. The bonds are falling off hard here, so I'm in a call here. $1.29. SPY, August 13th, 443s at entry $1.29. The bonds fell off hard there. So big spike there. Q's bouncing up. XLK is good. SPY, nice increasing buying volume with some green candles. And let's go to the races, baby. Let's go to the races, baby. Just don't dump on me. That's all I ask. Yep, I'll be watching closely because I saw the bonds completely dump. I saw the bonds dump off there, and that's what drove me to enter this position. So XLK is gapping up green. QQQ is kind of wanting to. XLF is there. SPY is back to red. So yeah, let's see what happens there. There's a green candle. VIX is falling off. Qs are uptrending. XLK was uptrending, got that red candle. Ooh, nice green candle on TLT there. So careful on that right there. So that rejected VWAP right there. SPY rejected VWAP. Let's look at on the 5-minute chart as we got this green candle forming here. Yeah, so VIX still red and falling. Qs are still green. XLK there. Bonds are got that big red candle, but it jumped up a little bit here. VIX is still falling off though. And right there is I got $1.31, $1.32 on the bid ask. SPY is red. VIX coming down there. Q's big red candle there. And bonds, ooh, big green candle. So it's buying up the bonds there. VIX is still red. We'll see if we can get bought up here on the SPY. I'm up 2% on these things. Love to see some follow through. I tried to get that 128, but it was jumping around too quick. Jumping around too quick. Red candle on the Qs. VIX is rolling over though. Bonds, big green candle. XLV. Energy's bottomed out. Big bounce here on materials. XLF is doing nice and strong. XLF. XLK is still uptrending with a little bit of red right there. And Q's got some green candles. Okay. VIX is still rolling over here. Nope, it did not have an EMA crossover. I saw the big old tank in bonds, and I entered that position thinking we're going to have some upside there. $1.33, $1.34 on the calls. Qs. I'll pre-type an exit message, although I'm still in the position, just in case. Got $1.35 on the bid ask, $1.34. There's VIX. Ooh, nice little drop on VIX here. TLT bonds are still down after that little red-green. SPY is green here, jumping off the 21 EMA. Well, there's no trend right now, John. There's no trend. So that's why I saw that huge dump in the bonds, and I thought there was going to be upside in SPY there, and we're at the bottom of the channel here. So Qs are green. XLK is uptrending green. XLF is got this red candle here after a couple of green candles. Nice big healthy green action on SPY. $1.37 on the bid ask. Let's go. Nice green candles on the Qs. VIX is still falling off. Bonds are popping too, so careful here. Careful. Nice red candles on the VIX. Let's go. Nice. There's decent buying volume here. Decent buying volume. There it is. Come on. Come on. There's $1.38, $1.38, $1.39, $1.37. Bullish sweeps coming in. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I've got my E-Trade to the right that you can't see, and I've got my trading view, which you can see, and I'm just looking at my bid-ask prices. So $1.35 and 6. There's some nice green on the Qs. VIX is still falling good. I want to see a pop here. My 10% is $1.41, I think. I think that's my calculated 10% gain on these things. Yeah, $1.41 is 10%, but I need that to get up there. Getting wicked out. I don't like that crap, especially on the 34 EMA 3-minute chart. Let's go to the 5. It can't even bust the 21. Q's nice and healthy green, though. VIX is still red. XLK is uptrending. Things are decent. Things are decent. I'm not going crazy. I ain't writing nothing home to mama. Things can get smoked out. Decent buying volume here. The volume is supported. I have this nice increase in buying volume here. I'm at $1.35 on the ask. $1.33 and 4. Yeah. Oh, gap up on Qs. Let's see if SPY will follow. Look at the XLK. Nice, strong action on XLK. XLF has got a touch red. Bonds are still increasing green, though. VIX are still falling off here. Qs are jumped up. I need SPY to go on with it. I got $1.35 on the ask. $1.34, $1.35. I'm up, what, 3% on these things. Come on, SPY, let's go. XLF flipped from red to green. There's $1.36. Come on. I'd like to start the week out with a win. That would be for sure. But I'm getting ready to close these because I don't like the way these things are moving, and I'm not going to risk it. It could pop up more, but the way things are stalling and not moving, especially on the gap up on Qs, SPY is just not wanting to move, and I don't want it to reject and completely wipe me out. $1.34 and 5 on the bid ask. TLTs are starting to climb. $1.34, $1.35. Qs are up here. There's $1.33 and 4. I don't like that. Volume is dying off. There's $1.34 and 5. Bonds are increasing. Green on the bonds. I mean, on the VIX. QQQ is still increasing, though. It's still popping up a touch. Just want to be careful here. Just want to be careful here. There's a nice little bump up. There's $1.35 and 6. I'm just going to be a little careful. I'm going to be careful here. I'm not going to get greedy. Nice some green action there on the Qs. XLK coming back down again. $1.33 and 4. Qs, look at that. Qs are gapping up again, man. Look at that. Qs are rolling or raging. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Qs. Let's see if we can get SPY to go, because SPY just won't go. Look at that big action. Look at that big action on Qs. Tech sector is going crazy right now. It just won't bring SPY with it. Come on. XLF has got to roll. Big red on the XLF as SPY, as tech sector is going crazy. So if XLF turns around and goes, SPY is going to jump up big time. Look at that. Look at the big green candles on tech sector. Oh, I hate that. I hate when XLF inverses tech like that and just completely stops it. Look at that. Red, 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 red. And SPY is just being weighed down by it. I'm holding on these a touch longer because of this really big strength in the tech. I think it's eventually going to bring SPY up with it as soon as XLF starts to play ball. I'm up $1.33 and 4 on these things. Now still dropping. SPY doesn't want to just go. It doesn't want to go. Bonds are red. VIX, that green candle is getting sold off. Let's see how that continues to go. I need SPY to bounce here. Qs, big green. You're welcome, Ezekiel. You're welcome. All right, that red candle flipped green on SPY. I got $1.34 on the bid ask. Let's see if we can go. Come on. Volume is starting to pick up. Let's go. Nope, flipped red. Dang it. Darn it. VIX, red. Tech sector looking strong. XLF is getting bought up here. SPY needs to go. SPY needs to go. Nice supported volume. I like the volume. We're bouncing off the 8 EMA on the upside. Can we get a move? Control the emotion. Sorry. 441.82. Big red sell off on the bonds. Cool. Let's keep that going. I like that. VIX is red. Everything looks good in our direction. Everything looks good in our direction. Do some push-ups. All right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, push-ups done. 10 push-ups. $1.35, $1.34, $1.35 in the bid ask. Still holding. Let's go. This is what I want to see, a little follow on. Let's go. Qs. Hey, do I need to do more push-ups? Still going. All right, hold on. More push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go. 10 more push-ups. Let's go. Push-ups will send us to $1.50. All right, green candle still going up. $1.36, $1.37. Red on the Qs. VIX is still wick out there. I'm going to take this, honestly. I think I'm going to take this off. So there, VIX is big red. Cool. I got $1.36 and 7 on SPY. Has to be real push-ups, not Air Force push-ups. I feel you. I know, I feel you. I'm very critical of our standard push-ups. Trust me. All right, we do have the cross. We're almost have the crossover here of the 8 and 21. VIX is still very much red. Qs are beasting right now. XLF just needs to play ball. If we get some green on XLF, SPY will go at least 442. So Fitness Millionaire 2022, yeah. And $1.29, back to breaking even. SPY completely sold off. Cool. All right, so VIX is still green there. Tech sector, 3 red candles in a row, but holding its own. XLF is still red. He stopped the pump and it went down. Coincidence? Let's see if this gets bought up. VIX is green. Q's at the top of their range, but red there, red candle. XLK is 3 reds in a row. XLF is being the big old party pooper that it is. Made 7%. Good job, Remix. Well done. 7% is good stuff. Big red candle on XLF. SPY. Big red candle on SPY. Ruining everything. $1.27 on the stupid bid. Qs are up but red. XLK is here. Green on that, and the VIX TLT is staying down with this little green candle there. Energy sector's down. Taking a look around the market here. XLF, another red candle, but it's forming higher lows. So we'll see what happens. All right, it's getting bought up. It's getting bought up. Let's go. Let's go, son. Look at that. Look at Qs. Look at XLF. Yeah, we got some green in XLF, baby. Come on. Come on. Cross them EMAs. Cross them EMAs. Daddy needs a new pair of vintage Jordans. Let's go. I can't. It's. Am I? No. I've got two of my closest friends are huge sneakerheads, but I am not. I am not. My neighbor's got like 200 pairs of Jordans. $1.35 and 6. Big green engulfing candle. Come on, baby. Little slappy. Make daddy happy. $1.37. I'm 42, so new balance for the wins. TLT is red. VIX is red. SPY wants to cross up here. It wants to cross up. $441.93. I got $1.37. XLF is nice and green. XLK is nice and red. Timid. Let's go. 432 people watching. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Get notifications for YouTube or for live streams, educational videos. Join the Discord. Meet some cool people. Learn how to trade. Learn how to do this the real way. 441.94. VIX is red still. Green candle there. It's $1.36. $1.37. Can I get $1.38? Let's go, SPY. I got $1.37, $1.38 on the bid ask. I've got $1.37 loaded. Let's see. There's $1.39. Can I get $1.39? Q's red. VIX is flipping green. XLK. There's a big green on XLF, though. And these things are still toying with my emotions. Quit playing games with my heart. Let's go. VIX is green. And back down to $1.33. Almost at $1.39. There's $1.34. Here's some green candles. There's $1.36. All right, I'm at $1.35. I didn't want that. I'm tired of dealing with this crap. So I'm at $1.35. Let me post this. Gonna tank you, introduce Backstreet Boys. So yeah, I don't like the fact that this thing keeps getting roasted and XLK is rounding over XLF there. And even with the strength in tech, it just won't come back up. I can always re-enter if I see strength coming back into it. All right, Qs are red. VIX is jumping up a little bit. Touch green. XLK is red. XLF is still green, but SPY just doesn't want to go. Here we go. Now we're going to go. Now that I sold, I will re-enter in a second. I see the crossover, the 21 and the 8. Thanks, Squilliam. Appreciate it. Now XLF wants to play ball. Qs are rolling over. VIX is spiking green there. I can always re-enter later. Yeah, looking at the August 13th, 443 calls. August 14th, 443 calls. So Qs are green, VIX coming back down red, XLF is going up here, TLT is there. So, I mean, definitely some upside here. There's $1.39 on the ask. Crap. Here, now this thing's going to freaking roll. All right, squeeze momentum is dark red on the 3. Let's go to the 5. Still dark red on the 5. VIX is red. QQQ is green. XLK is still green. XLF is going up. SPY is jumping back and forth. We're right in the middle of the range. Let's see here. There's not too much crazy bullish conviction here. It is jumping up a little bit here, but XLF is going crazy. XLK is rounding over here. And SPY is hanging out right here for the past few minutes. Now it's $1.39. And there's another green candle here, but things about to go up. There's $1.40. There would have been my 10%, or almost 10%. There would have been my 10%. There's $1.41. Nice. VIX is red. QQQ is green there. XLK. Cool, cool. Made money, though. Can't complain about that. Out for 10%. Well done. It is a better start than last week, Lee, right? Yeah, for sure. I'm happy about that. VIX is still red here. QQQ. Big sell-off on Qs there. Careful there. XLK is rounding over while financial sector is just beasting here. So there's a little dichotomy between financial sector and tech, which is probably why SPY is not over 442 right now, or 442.50 right now. Bonds, big sell-off on the bonds there. What's the next move? We'll see. We'll see. I think the next move for me is going to get some protein shake. Man, look at that. Now it's going crazy. $1.41 on the ask. VIX still falling off here. Qs are still red. Oh man, look at that. Financial sector just went crazy. Nice. Well done. A quick 20%. I like it. All right, here we go. 442.08. It did reject previously at 442.22. Yeah, if tech spikes while XLF is up here, but I mean it's rolling over right now. But if it does, then we'll see a bamboozle of a green candle. VIX is still coming up. VIX is green now. Qs are still rolling over red. XLK is still rolling over. Little red candle here on XLF, so careful here. Might have a rollover. Green candle on squeeze Momo, but no, there's still not a gray cross. I did, Lerat. I did. Oh, man, another green candle. Dang it. That's aggravating. That's aggravating. But it is what it is, I guess. Not a loss. 440, 143. Bonds are just completely sinking off there. VIX is green here. Qs are still red. Yeah, we'll see. $1.43 on the ask. Q's right there, the 21 EMA, 3 minute. Let's go to the 5. Not the 65, just the 5. Do the 8 on the 5. VIX is green. SPY is here. And Qs are still falling off pretty heavy here. VIX looks like it wants to bounce. TLTs are green. So this will be either a buy the dip opportunity or a rollover. XLF is just going crazy since I sold. About 2.5 seconds after I sold. Look at that. XLF is going nuts here, so there may be some more upside for SPY. Because look at XLF. It's just going crazy here. 37.93 was post-market hours from Friday for the financial sector. Hold on here. I may re-enter some calls here. Hold on a second. I got $1.41 on the bid-ask. SPY is about to pop here. XLF is going nuts. And can I get $1.41? Can I get $1.41? Let's see here. I think I want to re-enter some calls here. I don't know. I don't want to FOMO. I just want to be careful. Q's got a green. If Q's bounce here, along with XLF doing this crap, and it's going to go nuts. It's going to go nuts. That's what I want to look at. Green candle there. XLK still. Oh, yeah, look at XLK. Financial sector is getting roasted right now. Tech sector, that means it's probably not going to bounce at this time. And VIX is still green. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to hang out right now. Take my hand off the mouse. Will the infrastructure bill getting through have something to do with SPY? Well, it's not done. It's not a done deal yet. It's not a done deal yet. Volume is diminishing for sure. VIX is still green, but trading sideways at the moment. Big sell-off on the Qs, following suit for XLK. And man, XLF is just, doing the exact opposite of XLK. Look at that. Bang, bang. Bonds, big red candle on the bonds here. That should... Man, look at that. No wonder XLF is going crazy. The bonds are just getting destroyed. So here's the deal. With the bonds doing this, if tech sector gets a bounce, SPY will go over this POC. And that's what I'm looking to buy. Look at this downside in freaking bonds. This is nuts. This is why XLF is doing that. The second I see a green candle get forming up under some confident volume, I'm taking a call on SPY. This is just nuts. Nuts. Yes, sir, A Rude. Yes, sir. All right, VIX is green here. Looks like XLK does want to bounce here, or Qs are still red, but the tech sector, well, it was green, but now it's red. Financial sector still going crazy. SPY is back up to 44205. That would have been a good dip buy. VIX, green candles getting wicked out. All right, here's some green on Qs. Touch green on XLK. These are at 141, 142 on the bid ask. Nice big green candle on SPY. TLT is red, still falling. V is up, E is up, B is up, XLF is up, but little red candle there. Bonds are still falling. Just want to look around. There's a bounce on Q on tech. VIX is red here. Man, SPY is this big old green candle. Look at that. Look at that. Dang it. I got to start listening to myself. Yep, I'm not chasing that. I missed that entry. I was looking at 141 and went crazy. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, that's really good volume for the day. I mean, that's good. So EMAs are about to cross on the 21 and 34. We already have the cross of the 8. Look at that big green candle on that SPY there. So VIX is still at the bottom here. Qs, a nice big green bounce. XLK is green. XLF is just going nuts. Look at bonds. Look at the relationship between bonds and financial sector. It's absolutely, look, $1.53 on these stupid green candles. Look at that. Hope somebody was quicker on the mouse than I was on that one. Yep, it was just that when I saw those bonds falling off like that, I was waiting for the leveling of tech, and it happened. You saw this form, but it happened too dang quick. It happened too dang quick. Be careful, John. Be careful. We're crossed up. The bonds are way down. Financial sector's way up. Be careful. This continues. I mean, if the way the bonds are like this, if this continues, this will be a trend up day. So. $1.42 on the bid ask. VIX is green here. Qs are green. Big sell off in the bonds, man. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Exactly, John. Exactly. And that's what drives me nuts about Twitter is they say, "Oh, yeah, I was right. You should have followed me." And the other guy was like, "Hey, I got manipulated. I was wrong. I was right, but I got screwed by the hedge funds." It's like, whatever, man. So yeah, it's all about if you're playing that stuff and you're beating your chest saying you're right, then just be careful who you follow. Hey, you're welcome, Chief. Thanks for being here. Yep. So right here, SPY is green and the red. VIX right now got this green, there's red candle after this little pop here. Qs are starting to spike and the SPY is coming down. XLF is there. TLT is right there. There's little bonds here after this red candle. And VIX is red. See how this thing changes. Yeah, thanks, Ezekiel. Appreciate that. Healthcare funds, yep. Big green, big red candle there. Energy's still green though. Look at that big nice healthy red candle on SPY. Look at that. All right. So back down. What are we looking at here? $1.38.9 on the bid ask. E-Trade right ATF right now. Looking around here, making sure I'm not missing any questions. Well, it's not tech and financial. It's the bond market. You got to look at where the money's coming out of the bond market. Red candles here on SPY as VIX is starting to turn up. $1.33. What makes you say healthy? What do you mean? VIX is a couple of greens here. Big sell here on the Qs. Bonds are still selling off though, so I'm cautious to start looking at calls or puts here. So VIX is up right here at 31. Q's there. Let's watch. Interesting action here. Potentially, AJ. There's definitely some volatility here. We have, one decent play under our belts. Bonds are still selling off hard, which is going to push XLF even higher. VIX is up here, red. And look at that nice red candle on the Qs. The money's flowing from. You have to watch the correlation between the bonds here. I mean, the bonds are selling off pretty hard, which is throwing the financial sector way up. There's money moving here. SPY has got this double red, as Qs has got this red here. So right now we're still stuck in this range. We're just playing this little oscillation in the range. Do you guys use the bathroom? I mean, if I need to, yeah, I will. I'm normal. I'm human. I'm not Kim Jong-un. You know. Red candles here. VIX is spiking green. Q's there. XLK. So bonds are still selling, man. Got that Air Force bladder. Yeah, you go. Y'all are silly. Speaking of Lee Rat, I'm going to hop off here for 20 seconds and go get me a protein shake. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Cool. All right, VIX spiking. Man, lots changed since I've been gone for 30 seconds. Got some red candles there on the Qs. Look at TLT still doing its thing. Financial sector, maybe a touch little green candle form right there, 37.93. SPY is still sitting right here in the middle. Just be careful if you're taking puts here. Be careful if you're taking calls here. Let's just wait for confirmation. All right, so SPY right now, squeeze momentum. Well, squeeze momentum is already green. I don't want to do that. Let's stay on the page. Let's go to this one. On the 3 minute, it's already green. On the 5 minute, it's trending towards a squeeze, heading up to the green candles there. But we got this red candle forming back down. EMAs are crossing back down to the south. And we are still stuck right in the middle of the range. I'll be looking forward down here, this 441.46, as the VIX is still spiking. Green candle on the XLF. VIX is there. Big sell on the Qs and the XLKs. Still strength on XLF, man. As long as we have this big downside to the TLTs, for the financial sector, will act accordingly. Oh, chocolate for sure, Lee Rat. Chocolate. All right, green there, red candles there, SPY. All right, what are we looking at? I'm going to switch to SPX now because we have some more volume built in. So I'm going to switch over to SPX. I'll be looking at the 13th. What did I say? 44. Let me make sure I'm telling you all the right thing. Yeah, 44.50. I got $8.60 on these things. Double red. VIX is green there. Red candle, but it got wicked out. Yep, for sure, Ezekiel. That's why I'm hanging out. I've got my I've got these calls up and ready to go, but no trade yet. Oh, nice, Ace. Well done. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. Get them workouts, baby. Get them workouts. Get that mind-body connection. Healthy body, healthy mind. Yeah, it has, Vic. It has. Here's this 1 year chart. Let's look at this baby. So 1 year chart, we bounced on June 18th. We fell back down on July 19th, almost a month. We bounced again. July 26th, we've been trading sideways. So what is that, 2 weeks now? This is the third week. Now coming down, I said 441 up to, what did I say, 443.50, I think is what I said the upper range was. And right here, ADMA is the 441, just a shade above that. And yeah, so we're trading sideways upper range now. So I would say probably this week we could start looking at the start of the downturn to the 50, which at the time, let's see if we're kind of just eyeballing the 50 SMA somewhere around this range. It's 434, 433 range is what'll be the dip down to if we do actually do it. 434 somewhere around there. So there you go. Thanks, Trife. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. So we got some sticking point right here in the middle of this range. VIX is popping above their morning range there. SPY, their Qs, still not really doing much. Tech sector's rolled off here. XLF is still doing its thing. TLT's got some green. Might want to head up here. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. Get notifications not only for all educational content, but for the live streams. Coming on and join the Discord. It's a great place to learn, man. We have a lot of great channels if you want to learn data plays, if you want to learn day trading. I have a channel for long-term investing if you want to talk about, and I don't mean long-term DTEs, I mean long-term investing, like holding a stock for 10 years, decades. There's a couple of channels there you can talk about. A lot of good stuff, man. I want to be my goal for the Discord is to have a one-stop shop for all things educational. So anything you want to learn, you come in there, you ask questions. You could talk to me. You could talk to anybody else who is smart. A lot of great people in the room you could talk to. So it's a great place to be, man. It's a great place to be. It's free to enter. It's free. You can look at all my educational content for free. You can look at my call outs for free. We do have a Patreon room that gets you a little bit of extra perks. Access to me one-on-one. You get access to Veteran to ask him questions one-on-one. A lot of good stuff. Plus, you get the Tuesdays and Thursdays voice chat streams, because I don't stream on YouTube for Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you can come there on Tuesdays and Thursdays and stream with us. Appreciate it, Andy. Thanks for being here, buddy. Red candle here on SPY. There's Discord. If you want to join the Discord, and there's a link to the Patreon if you care to join that as well and get the extra perks and benefits of being a part of that. A lot of cool perks rolling out too that haven't announced yet. It's always my goal is to continue to grow that and give back to y'all. And as well as the next big thing that I'm thinking about is a giveaway. Is doing some sort of giveaway with a piece of equipment that'll help you with your trading, whether it be a nice keyboard. I'd like to do a monitor, but I don't know how feasible it would be to ship a monitor safely and securely. Maybe a gift card. I don't know. I'm thinking. I definitely want to give back. So, and that'll be open to giveaway to Patreon members. So there's a link if you want to be a part of that. TLT hovering at the bottom green. VIX is way up here. Man, Qs are selling off pretty good. Look at that. XLK is giving back all its morning gains. Look at that. Almost at the bottom. XLF, maybe that's going to fall off here. Potential time for puts because bonds are starting to bounce. Base up here. VIX. Trading view is starting to lag a little bit. VIX is here. Tech sector is getting smoked. Maybe I'll take some puts on Tesla. SPY's red. All right, stand by here. Let me put up my puts here. August 13th, 44.30. No, those are SPYs. Let's go to SPX, 44.50. Let's go 44.20s. All right, August 13th, 44.20 puts currently trading for $24 and nope, $16.70 each. I'm going to go back to the options chains and look here. I'm going to go with the 4400s. Big volume on those. Yeah, I'm going to go with the 4400s. Let's change that to 4400s. There you go. Yep, that's true. I just need to make sure. Like if I don't know how feasible it is for me to do international. That's the thing. So I don't want to, I'd hate to limit it to just United States people or at least North American people. But yeah, that's the feasibility. Not long, John. Not long. Well, it depends. Like I sell strangles in market conditions like this. And I mean, 2 days you can make, I mean, 1 day you can make 30+% if you time it right. Green candles there, VIX right at the top. Q's got this green candle there. Look at the bonds wanting to spike up on us. XLF, maybe get a little downside at XLF. There's not video yet, Mike. It's only a voice stream. So you sign into the Patreon voice chat and we do a voice stream. Basically, it's this except without the video. But I'm working on a Discord option in which I can get video out to those people. So that's coming in the future. But right now, it's just voice. Green candle there on the SPY. VIX there. TLT's nice big green candle. Q's there. I'd expect maybe some downside in XLV, XLF here with this little spike in the bonds there. XL and SPY is still hanging out in this little tight range, this 441.92 range. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. The Discord link isn't clickable. Oh, my bad. You just copy and paste that if it doesn't work. Nice, Ezekiel. All right, so a little upside here on SPY, VIX. Man, a little bounce, the big bounce on tech as XLK went all the way down to the bottom of the range. Red candle on, there's the red candle I was expecting on F with the little spike in bonds there. Which app is best for the Tuesday, Thursday streams? I'm on Patreon to subscribe with RSS, but I only listen to the pre-recorded pod. Okay, if you go into the Discord and go all the way down to the bottom left, you see the Patreon chat, voice chat, Patreon stream as it's called now. Click on that in the Discord, and that'll get you access to it. All right, double green here on SPY. Nope, no position yet. I don't like buying right here, right in the middle, especially when we're not really moving. VIX is starting to roll over there. There's a lot of changing quick signals quickly, and right now we're in this position where we kind of have some contradictory signals. We got bonds are starting to spike. XLF probably will roll just a touch here, but tech is starting to get bought up. So I'm not buying any positions yet. I'll let this thing move around for a bit. EMAs are kind of doing this thing where it's flossing in and out, up and down, up and down. VIX is red. Double green here on the Qs. All right. So not much moving going on here. Still SPY here, fluctuating back and forth. Nothing crazy. <clears throat> 441.87, nice red candle there. VIX is green. So just watch now. Tech keeps getting sold. Every green candle on tech is getting sold. XLK is coming back down to the bottom right. Excuse me. This will be a key level to watch. Look at the EMAs. They're spread out pretty drastically on the XLK there. XLF is still green. Bonds climbing. Potential for a dump here. Potential for a dump. Well, that's something to be aware of, Librat, for sure. So watch these prices. Watch these pivots. Got a 441.46 and a 442.27 pivot. And SPY is hanging out right in the middle. Yep, veteran exotics came up with that range. He's a very, very experienced trader. And he came up with that, and they work like money, man. They work like money. They are money. Yeah, don't try to force a position here. Don't get caught up in every red candle or every green candle. Let's let this thing shake out. Tell us what it's going to do. Because here, you're just going to get chopped up, man. You're going to get chopped up. Will you become one? I mean, I'm not going to promise that. But I will promise you that you will learn something. I can't promise you you'll make money or lose money, but you'll learn something. And that's what counts. You can ask questions. There are no dumb questions. Ask as many questions as you want. You can come to me. You can come to anybody else that you trust. Yeah. So what are my thoughts on Tesla? I was one of the biggest bulls in the world on Tesla throughout 2020. I think their stock value is overpriced currently. I think all the nonsense about these analysts rating them as a $3,000 stock or whatever it is outrageous. As the EV competition continues to grow, and as long as Tesla's QC department, quality control department, continues to be lazy, they're gonna face some problems. So that's all I'll say about that because I know we're a spy channel. But yeah. Thanks, Brent. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. You're welcome, Remy. Thanks for being here. Well done. 4% is awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Would you want to own one? Yes, I actually have I have my name on the waiting list for the Cybertruck. So. I don't know, man. It'll be hard for me to get rid of my Tundra, but I do. I just put my name down on it just because I loved it. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get one, but I put my name on the waiting list. I haven't heard very good things. I know a lot of people with Teslas, and yes, they're extremely fast and they're nice and all that nonsense, but their quality control is pretty terrible. And I don't want to spend that kind of money on a vehicle and then get a half-inch gaps in the doors and trim falling off and all that kind of crap. So. All right, 441.92 on SPY, not going anywhere. VIX is still hovering here at this little range. XLK is may get a bounce. Looks like it'll get a bounce there. Tech's starting to go up. Bonds are starting to go up as well, though. So, yeah. Sorry to be that guy, but what's the minimum account size, in your opinion, to start trading options? I mean, $200, man. As much money as you need to buy one contract. That's all you need. That's all you need. I definitely would recommend getting away from Robinhood, but yeah. If you've got a small account like that, I would highly recommend doing some paper trading and then doing one trade in and out. Even if it's not SPY, find you a good non-volatile equity or security that you can trade options on. That's lower premium, so you can get some cheaper contracts. I use E-Trade exclusively for everything. Yeah, it's just consolidating. The thing is, this is so tight that I expect to move at least one way throughout this day. This is not like this stuff. This is really tight here. This is bouncing off this 44.02. This is a 30-cent range. So, we'll see what happens. VIX is starting to roll over. Big old bounce here on the tech as bonds are bouncing too. So, you've got me for another 30 minutes, and then I'll be signing off here. I see. Yeah, so if you are using Robinhood, if that's all you can do, then it's all you can do. Just pick you an equity that is not too volatile, that has plenty of volume, that you can trade options on. That's it. How much do you usually trade per day? It depends. Sometimes one trade, sometimes 6, sometimes 3, sometimes 2. It all depends. It all depends on the market conditions. You have to play it tight. On these past 2 weeks, it's been pretty choppy, and then on like July was extremely volatile, great moves. You let it fly, man. I mean, July I had 6 trade days, 5 trade days, 7-day trades. The past 2 weeks, 1 maybe 2. So you have to know when to reel it in and when to let it fly. Prior to trading this strategy of SPY options, did you find stocks to trade based on fundamentals or technicals? Both. So when I was trading, especially back in 2020, it was a buy and hold year for me. It was a buy and hold year. The way the market was raging, it was a buy and hold year. So near the end of the year when I started doing shorter term trades, and what I mean by shorter term is like 3 weeks to a month trades, like I was looking heavily on data, what I expected to come out of it. Amazon for one, like I knew they were going to go crazy the way they were continue to grow. And then like Q4 had like 4 data points in it. It was like Prime Day and then Christmas and Black Friday and all these retail holidays are going to get baked in. So like I was very bullish on Amazon, very bullish on Tesla, all that stuff, man. It's like it was based on the data points, the financials, as well as the technicals. I didn't start like, and then once the technicals started breaking down in terms of like, all right, Tesla's been raging for 12 months and it's still not going down. Like then I started turning bearish. And of course, y'all know, like I was bearish on Tesla in December. I finally switched to bearish in December. And I quickly went back to being bullish. But yeah, data points, financial data points, and then technicals. How much do you expect to spend per trade usually? I don't really go over my position sizes. I know if you look back on the OM trade logs, for about a week or two, I posted all my position sizes, so you can kind of get a feel of basically what I was looking at per trade. So do what you will with that. I've been known to trade up to 250 contracts on SPY and as low as 100. So do I feel bearish on SPY this week? I think, I wouldn't say necessarily bearish, but I think at some point this week we're going to start the downturn to the 50. Start it. I won't say we'll actually dump, but I think eventually we'll start that, leave that point. We will. I would love to know your process of finding swing trades. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, someone said it. Pretty State Machine said it. When we hit the 50 again, I'm buying some 3-week calls. I told myself I was gonna do it last time. I didn't do it because I'd freaked myself out about it. But I should have done it because I think some people were netting like 300, 400% gains on those calls. And I'm gonna do it this time. Maybe then I'll post my position size. Maybe then, because I'm going big on those things. Retail only, no institutional. I've never been institutional. I'm not a professional trader in any sense of the word. Never. I was never employed by an institutional trader or financial sector or anything like that. No, no, no. Please don't do that. No, 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 no. All right, green candles on SPY. Vic's rolling over. I know, I know. All right, look at that big old smoking red candle on TLT. The 50 MA. So let's zoom out. I'll show you that right meow. All right, look right meow. Auto cage this here. So we got the 1-year chart. You see these red lines? See that? Well, the singular red lines. Red line. That's the 50 simple moving average, not the EMA, the SMA, simple moving average. As you can see by Exhibit A on the screen, every time we hit the 50, we bounce. Rarely does it spend more than one trading session below that line. One trading session. This one recovered on the second trading session. One. So, I mean, you can see every time it hits the 50, it bounces back up. Only one time in the recent, like back in October and September, we had those big bearish sell-offs, did it spend a considerable amount of time. So obviously, I won't go blindly buy it the second we touch it, but around that time we touch that 50, I'll wait to make sure that we're not actually going to dump into oblivion, and then I'll look at taking a 3-week call. I'll take a DTE that's about 3 weeks out. That's about $8 to $9 above strike, maybe $10 above strike. The premium should be roughly low $1, like $1.05, $1.10. Yeah, last time we did that, we had a 3 or 400% gain. Some people held them out until they got 300, 400%. So yeah, should have done it, but I scared. Me not being a swing trader, I freaked myself out. That's how emotions affect you as well, because emotions got in my way. I didn't lose money, but I missed out on a 300% gain. because that usually acts as a strong support. Usually acts as a strong support. And you have to realize that if we are trading off the 50, everyone else is trading off the 50. Like that line is there for everybody. So retail buyers are buying off that. Hedge fund, other people are buying off that 50. So just because, you have to realize the entire market's looking at the 50 as well. And there is some communal guidance to that. What position size I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll post my position size for the 50 because I'm going to have strong confidence on it. We'll see. Usually I don't post my position size. I don't think it's prevalent. I don't think it's needed, but we'll see. We'll see. I hate the quote unquote influencers that, they talk about how many zeros they have and they show their zeros. One, because it's easy to fake. Two, it's not needed. It's nonsense. How's it going to benefit you to know how many zeros I've got in my account? Let's see here. I use the Power E-Trade, not the E-Trade Pro. The Power E-Trade is the web-based software, and the Pro E-Trade is the one you have to download. It looks like it was created in 1994. So on Windows 95. VIX. All right, green right here. Q's still hot, climbing up here. SPY's got these little bitty. Look at these little nibbles. Well, that's why, because that's the 1 minute. 3 minute chart here, coming back up. I have both the E-Trade and the Power E-Trade app. What's the difference? I have both as well. The Power E-Trade is live updates. You can actually get in the options, the mobile regular E-Trade app, you can't get in the options chain. It doesn't update automatically. You have to kind of swipe and refresh. The Power E-Trade is where you can actually get in the options chain. You can actually trade options, and it live data feeds, so that automatically updates. Like for live updates, I guess is what you call it. You're welcome. Yep, absolutely. Try. Yep, for sure. All right. Well, in terms of position size, I can say small, medium, large position size. I don't care about that. It's just like there's no point in telling you that I'm trading 400 contracts of SPY or 50 contracts of XPX. It just does y'all no good. So, not to mention I've got friends and coworkers in here that kind of have to be careful who I share that information with. On average, I don't know. Sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes 4 hours, sometimes 5 seconds. So. Exactly, BDVL. Exactly. What's a sweet spot for short-term options have been burned by 30 days and less than have heard. I've heard the 45 is the sweet. It depends. If you're going to hold overnight, I like to do 3 weeks. I like to do 3-week DTEs. With SPY. Of course, SPY is relatively not as volatile as like Tesla. So it depends. It all depends on your strategy. And when I was extremely bullish on Amazon, I was holding 8-month DTEs, 6-month DTEs, and as well as some short-term stuff. It all depends on your strategy. If you're day trading, 4 to 7 DT for me. Order flow, I still use it. Yeah, Titan Flow. I use Titan Flow data. What's the biggest loss you've ever had? Ever hold to 100%? I've held some stuff to 100%. Not anything considerable though. A couple of YOLOs that I did that were like literally a couple $100. I mean, I've held to 100% loss before. I mean, it's whatever. In terms of dollar amount, the biggest single day loss was going to be the big one, way back in the day that y'all already know about, the $56,000 loss. Always buy time. It's up right. Yep. You don't know about that? Holy smokes! I thought you already knew about that. Yeah. So when I first started trading, I had 25 grand. And that was part because of a military bonus and a little bit of money I had from I sold my construction business, so 25 grand. I YOLO'd it. I did YOLO it, and I got lucky a few times, and I grew it to $58,000. 58,000, and I was happy, man. I thought I was Jordan Belfort, man. I thought I was the hot stuff. I'm a big bad trader. I'm gonna quit my job. I'm 25 years old. Let's do it, baby. Well, I got cocky. Because I was YOLOing 100% of my portfolio, and I got lucky on a few FDA buyouts, or not FDA buyouts, just regular buyouts, like a company bought out another company. I got lucky. So I took that 58 grand and I used margin, and I bought $100,000 worth of one stock, one particular stock. And because I read all these and are seeking alpha articles and all these analysts that said the FDA is going to prove this phase 3 drug and it's going to go crazy. It's going to be the next cancer cure and all this crap, and it's going to go from, I think the stock price was like $19 a share or something like that, and it was going to go to 50 overnight the second it was approved. So I bought it like 3 days before it was supposed to be approved, and I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to a Seeking Alpha notification saying the FDA rejects the drug phase 3. And when you go through phase 3 clinical trials and the drug is flat out rejected, it's over with. It's done. And that was the only drug in its portfolio. The only drug. If this wasn't like a strong biotech. This was an up-and-comer that had one drug on its portfolio, and the FDA just rejected it. So now they had nothing. And yeah, so after the margin calls were all said and done with, after I lost my own losses, after I had my hope and hopium and trying to come back, and I just watched it go down and down and down and down, red, like 3 and 4 5-inch red candles in a row, I lost $56,000. So I started out with 58, and I ended up with 2. So here's a 25-year-old kid who thought he was going to be the next big bad trader, and I lost $56,000 in 2 days. That was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. That is why I am who I am today. That is why I'm extremely cautious. That is why I don't go for the YOLO plays. Some people criticize me for being too cautious, but that's me. How did I recover from such a big bad mentality, from a big loss mentally? Big pity party. Woe is me. Why couldn't my one time that I risk it all pay off? Why couldn't it just gone up the one time? Why did I have to pick at the exact wrong time? Blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. I did the pity party. And then after about a month of doing that, I was like, screw this, man. Like, I have a decision. I can either be a dude that once tried to dabble in the stock market and never again, or I could be the guy that got the $2,000, learn how to do this properly, start refunding my account, build my account back up and do this for real and actually learn how to trade. And that's exactly what I did. You can have your pity party. That's fine. Have your pity party when you take a loss like that. Just be done with it. Have your pity party and say, all right, enough's enough. Be done with it. Move on. Green candles here on SPY. 442.14. Qs aren't moving. Tech sector is back up here to the 34 EMA. XLF. TLT's not doing much. I don't have much faith in this pop right now. Yep, for sure. Yeah. You have to respect them. And what the big thing is I didn't respect the market. I took not only 100% of my portfolio, but 200% of my portfolio because I used margin. I used every dime of margin they allowed me to use, and I bought $100,000 worth of a stock. So there's a whole bunch of lessons in there. Never ever use margin. Always respect the market. The second you disrespect the market, it will do things to you that are non-consensual. So just stay away. I forget what it was. I think it was PYS or something like that. I don't remember. You just got to respect the market. That's all. But I will tell you, every single trader worth his salt has lost his butt, because that's how you learn. That's how you learn. That is how you learn. So don't get down on yourself when you blow up an account. I've blown up an account. Everybody I know that's a decent trader has blown up an account. I know dudes that have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So don't get down on yourself, man. Especially like the stories only got added to with this GameStop stuff. We had dudes that had literally $100 accounts, like 3-figure accounts, who suddenly had 6-figure accounts, and they had no idea what to do with it, and they lost every bit of it. So I promise you, you're not alone if you've blown up an account. I'm there with you. Really tough day today. Well, it happens. It happens. So it's fine. It's fine. You will get through it, I promise. As long as you learn from your mistake. It's only a bad situation if you don't learn. If you YOLO and lose and then continue to YOLO, then that can't really help you. All right, green candles here. Looks like some strength coming back into SPY. VIX is rolling over. Qs are still flat. XLK is still flat. XLF is still climbing. And bonds are here. So that's a good idea, Jimmy. It's a good idea. Currently sitting in a blown up account trying to learn. Well, you're in the right place, Eric. All right, so let's see here. I got the 4,400 puts are currently $10 a piece. Let's see what the calls are doing. 4450s are $9.80 a piece. As SPY is 44216. Let's see if we reject this range again. But a couple of good YOLOs will let you retire early. But a couple of bad YOLOs will let you retire late. So just be careful with that. Not necessarily, Peter. I just want to keep an eye on those for good situational awareness. Yeah, I went with 4,400 puts now. You're right. Yep. Trade like a sniper. That's right. There are times to let it fly, and there are times to pull it back. This week and last week, I'm pulling it back. One trade a day, maybe not even that. And then when the time comes, we'll go nuts, man. We'll go ham on it. It's 5-6 trades a day. And that's how I do it. Well, Ethan, you're in a good place to be. You're in the good place to be. So if you've got 20, if you build it back up to 30K, $3,000 to $4,000 position sizes at the most, and that's stretching it until you really get the hang of it. I would say even cheaper than that. In fact, get it. If we get it back up to that much, you go to SPX and you trade one contract each. One contract to SPX. That'll give you a couple $100, maybe $1,000, depending on the premium, until you get used to it. And we'll teach you how to do it, man. We'll teach you how to do it. And it's all about controlling your emotions. Half the time, the play is there. Like, it's obvious. It's just you get in your own way. You get in your own way. And have realistic expectations too. You're not going to kill it every single week. You're not going to have 30% returns every single week. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have weeks where you take a loss. You're going to have red weeks. You're going to have weeks where you only make 1%. Like, you got to be very realistic with your gains and losses. SPY is 44215. VIX is rolling over. Tech is sideways. XLK is rolling back over. XLF is still up in the range, man. It's going crazy. Nice, Eric. Well done. That's good. That's a good thing. I took 25 to 30K and then down to 12. Well, you're in a good place. You're in the good place. You're welcome, Miss Just Max. Thanks for being here, man. And thanks for sharing your story. Good call, Brian. Good call. Yeah, a couple times, Anon. And so if I think that there's going to be a high probability that I'm going to get that right, yeah, I'll take a trade in the morning for sure. I don't do it too often, but I do it. You're welcome, Ethan. Yeah, see, part of that problem is that, earlier, for example, I got out of that trade with a 5% win, something like that. And I could have held on for more, obviously. I probably could have got like a 20% win out of that. But I just didn't like the setup. Like all the green candles kept getting sold off. I just didn't like. I saw a green candle on the bonds and the VIX. I just didn't want to risk it, so I took it off. And I don't mind doing that because the other half of the time I hold on to that, it's going to roll over and I'm going to lose money. Now, when I have a strong, nice, confident setup, I'll hold it all day long, baby. I don't care as long as I'm comfortable with that price action. But it's all about your comfortability. If every single time, no matter what, you want to hold on to get bigger gains, if every time that's all you do, you're going to lose at least half of them. So you have to have a reason. I don't mind selling that early because I had a reason as to why. All right, green candles coming up 44224. We're 3 cents off of the prior rejection as VIX is red and rolling over. Q's here. Oh, thanks, Corporal. Appreciate that. I assume you're a Corporal based on your screen name. But thanks for being here, or at least prior was. I know once a Marine, always a Marine. But yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate that. That's what they teach in officer school, man, is that words matter and how you brief and how you talk to people, especially in the aviation community, because you have to do brief before every single flight. And you have to be very diligent and very careful with your words, because words have meaning, especially when life and death is on the line. So, speaking of EVs, I want to check on something. I shorted this one into oblivion too. $10.93. Look at that. Got down to 986. I haven't looked at this one in a very long time. Nikola. I mean, I shorted this one into oblivion. Yeah, buddy. Little Nikola. All right, so we got a big bullish action here on SPY. It's busting through prior highs. What aircraft did I train on? I trained in Pueblo. I was on the Diamond 20s, and then I went to the T6s. I still do fly for fun. Love it. It's the best feeling in the world. VIX is rolling over. Qs are still flat. Tech sector still flat, not moving. XLF is still beasting as the bonds are still not moving here. So this SPY action might get sold off. It looks like that, Justin. I don't see everything else playing ball. I mean, the VIX is rolling over, which is good. Tech sector is kind of staying flat here. A little bit of red. XLF is definitely going up here, but the bonds are still flat here. So we very well could drift upwards, but SPY, there's an uptick in volume, so that's supported. EMAs are starting to separate. It definitely looks bullish here. Yep, 172s. Yep. Also do the Pipers. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. Nope, never been there, Corporal. Never been there. All right, green candle. So this thing's starting to get bought up pretty quick. Let's see here. Good job, Toasty Spy. Well done. Well done. You fly a 182. Nice. That's a hell of an aircraft. Yeah, I'd love that. I actually spend a lot of time around that area, so a couple times a year. All right, that candle was decent. That was a pretty good volume candle there. This one here, we'll see how this one forms as VIX continues to roll. Qs are starting to finally come along here. XLF is going nuts. We might have a crossover here on tech as SPY looks like it's going exponential. Yep, squeeze momentum is finally released. Gray crosses. Yeah, I feel you, Ace. No worries. We'll get our chance. Not really much volume now, though. It's all relative, Brad. It's all relative. Why is Amazon still undervalued? I don't know. See, the whole reason why we had that big old shake off in Amazon is because the big question with Amazon is, can they maintain their performance outside of a corona environment? Obviously, like when the only person people can buy from, sure, your sales are going to go crazy. But what happens when we return to a normal market? Are we going to go back to normal? So, and that's the thing. Now, Amazon does have a lot more irons in the fire other than just Amazon sales. They've got a whole bunch of other stuff too. So, man, SPY is going crazy now. VIX is falling off here. Qs, XLK. So this thing's getting bought up now. XLF is there. Bonds are here. Yeah, absolutely, Andre. If you got $1,000 account, I would recommend finding you a premium anywhere from the $1 to $2 range, which is what I do. Trade one contract, which will put you in the $100, $150 range, somewhere in there, and trade one contract. Learn how to do it. Learn how to fluctuate. Focus on those $20 to $50 wins, and go from there. Then once you get comfortable, 2 contracts. Do that for a while. Find consistency. Don't just go off one win. Consistency. And I promise you, like once you learn how to do this properly, that's the name of the game. So, hey, CivTech, thank you very much for the super chat, coming out and donating to the community. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me that y'all are so generous all the time. You know, I appreciate you spending your morning with me as well. So thanks. Well, thanks, Matt. Thank you. You know, that means more to me than anything. Is that when people tell me that they learned, I love that more than people say they made money off my calls, because I want you to learn how to do this. And if I can do it, I promise you, if I could do it, you can do it. If I can learn how to do this consistently, you can do it. It's all about managing your emotions. So I appreciate you saying that, man, coming out and saying that. So thanks for being here. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Two to 3 years, Jose. You know, after about 2 years of trading, I was consistent, but it took me about 3 years to finally call this supplemental income to where I can actually count on this as income. Well, I hope so, Andre. That'd be awesome. Have 1 million subscribers. That'd be amazing. It is growing pretty crazy. I will say that. We just hit 8,000 on Friday, and where are we at this weekend? So there's a lot of people joining. It's awesome stuff. I'm extremely humbled. I'm extremely humbled that the community is growing at this rate. 8,400. So we added 400 people in a few days, which is pretty awesome. So red candles here on SPY. VIX has got some green bounce. We'll see there. I'll never change, Bren. I'll never change. Oh, thanks, Corp. Yeah. I appreciate that. I mean, that's the biggest form of flattery is if you share this with people that you trust and care about. I mean, that's the biggest form of flattery to me. It's like you trust me enough to share that. So thank you. I mean, I won't tell you exactly what to do, but like right now, I look at anything from 4 to 7 DTEs and $2 to $3 strikes. Right now, I'm looking at the 44.20 puts, 44.50 calls and SPX, and then on SPY, I'm looking at the 443s and 440 puts. Do I have a store or something? No. I tried getting into merchandise. I just don't have the time. I think I'm stretched thin right now doing all this and adding merchandise into it. That's right now too much for me. All right, red candles here. VIX, big green candle, gapping up. XLF is starting to roll over here. TLT's green. Sure thing, Gary. Thank you for being here. All right, so squeeze Momo on the 3 minute. Oh, that's that. Squeeze Momo here is dark green candle. Big red candle. Let's go to the 5. Nice big green red candle coming off the ADMA, but a gap back up. That thing got immediately bought back up at VIX. Red candle there, so Q. And just be careful buying puts here. Yeah, I think got bought up. Wicked out for sure. VIX, red there. Yeah. Yeah. But it's continue on down, so you have to look out for the follow-on candle too, Lee. But I like where your mind's at. Learning hammers. Good stuff. Anyway, it is 11:06 Central, 12:06 Eastern. I'm going to call that a morning. Go get me some lunch, stretch my legs a little bit, get out of here, and maybe come back refreshed for the afternoon. We'll see. We'll see. No, never to use margin. Always stay with cash, Matt. Always stay with cash. Thanks, Toby. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you liking that. Thanks for being here. Good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, one small win today. I think it was like a 5% win. If you held on to it longer than I did, you probably came out with a 10 to 20% win. Well done. Good stuff. Yeah, we made, life gave us lemons and we made lemonade. Not really too much action there, except this little bullish run here in the last few minutes. So yeah, which I didn't get in on. Anyway, it's been a good day, good start to the week. Let's finish it out strong. Let's see if we actually do get our downside until the end of the week. We'll see. Remove our bias and play what we see. Go take a look at the video if you want a little bit of more information on how I develop my trend analysis every morning. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe. Go join the Discord, join the Patreon, learn a little more, take advantage of a few different features that we got going on, learn from different people. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Ask me questions, shoot me up, hit me up at the DM in the Discord at OptionsMillionaire. You could at me in any of the rooms and ask me questions. So thank y'all for being here. Yeah, like and subscribe to that channel. Hit that like button. It helps me out, helps us grow, helps other people learn how to do this properly. Yep, time for lunch, time for fitness, Lee Rap for sure. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. Let's go on and learn some more, man. Ask questions. Appreciate y'all. See ya.